All right, everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Jay Banks. We're here again on another Tuesday of the PowWow. I got my boy AI here. What's cracking, bro?
Hey, what up? We got some dope dudes here today. I'm excited, man.
Oh yeah. We got the full crowd, man.
Yeah.
We've got Brad on the. Oh, there we go. I'm hearing my own voice.
Volume, yeah.
So we got Brad on the computer over here. So if you guys have any questions, or if you want to talk to one of the guys from the Cincinnati Warriors, or if you have any questions on how to try out for them, or to buy tickets, or where they're playing, comment below, and Brad will be able to get you on air. We'll be able to talk to you. But I want to bring you guys on, man. Now, Scott, like I've known you for a long time, bro. Like we've been back before I had any store, right? Like it was just a dream and a warehouse that we did a fashion show at one time, dude.
Yeah.
So I want to bring you on, bro. I really appreciate you coming down and being a part of this, man. This is something that what you're doing is incredible, bro. Like the fact that you guys were able to pull a national basketball team and bring it here to Cincinnati is phenomenal, man. And the fact that you and Richard are the two that are running the show, man, is incredible. So how did you guys go? First of all, like get in the bid, or before, I guess before that, how did you two meet and even like come to the point where you guys thought, hey, let's own a basketball team?
Well, I can speak to that. I've known Scotty since Summer League, back when it was Devereaux's.
Oh, okay.
And I used to watch him play all the time, and I was always sitting there next to Mr. Bettis Sr., and we'd be watching the local players, and they'd be sponsored by a variety of businesses around town.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty was a regular every summer, and after Summer League shut down, when Bettis Sr. and Bettis Jr. passed on, there was a gap. There was no summer ball. There was basically very little basketball to watch, and I'm a super fan.
Okay.
So I've always enjoyed college and pro and minor league ball.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been a lot of minor league teams that have come and gone in Cincinnati with probably relatively little awareness around town that they even existed. We've had ABA, we've had NABL, we've had OBA, and now we have TBL.
Mm-hmm.
We met again when the Crush were operational, and that's been 2 years ago.
Yeah, about 2 years.
About 2 years ago. And I recognized Scotty because I remembered him from Summer League, and we just started talking between a fan and a pro about the game and how it should be played and how it should be coached. And eventually that led to having our own team. The Crush eventually went the way of the dinosaur, and we decided to go ahead and go for TBL, and we got funding together and got a bid in, and we were incorporated as an LLC in January.
Awesome, man.
And
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Congrats.
and we have a unique sort of ownership structure. We have open ownership, which means that if you want to buy in and own a piece of the team, you can.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, so that's something that I sort of took from the Green Bay model. Green Bay is sort of owned by their season ticket holders, which I actually think is a much better model for a professional franchise.
They function very differently than any other NFL team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and you notice you never hear a whole lot of complaints coming out of Green Bay about the way the team's run, because ultimately they can vote on who's on the board, and that determines who the GM is, and that operates the team.
Right.
So I wanted to try and bring that, that model into this, and we are also in the process of adding more sponsors, and the basketball that we try to play is focused primarily on good fundamentals. And that's one of the things that's been lost, I think, at a lot of levels of basketball, is more of an emphasis on skill sets than high basketball IQ. All these guys have man skills. All of them do. But what separates a good player at this level from a typical player is your basketball IQ, right?
Yeah.
Are you thinking about what you're doing? How can I effectively defend? How can I effectively score? And that's how our coaching is modeled, and that's how we select our players.
Right. Cool.
That's
As
awesome,
long as
man.
it is.
So the TBL is the basketball league, right?
Yep,
So
correct.
how long has the TBL been around? Is it a newer league?
It's been around 7 years.
Okay, nice, dude.
Every year it's grown tremendously, so that's a good thing. And it is an entertainment league as well.
Cool.
So it's real fun to come out and watch, and it's real exciting. And
I mean, you guys are already killing it. Like you guys got Brian on here, which obviously I've been a huge fan of you for a while, bro. Because you popped in one day in the old store. We hit it off right away, and then you started coming in and being a part of the podcast, man. And you were in here, and he picks up right away, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you tell him like, hey, do this, or hey, can you do this? He's like, bro, yeah, give me like 10 minutes. I'm gonna figure it out, and then he's over there running the ship, bro. So like the fact that, like, I don't know if you just didn't show me how well your graphic design work was like a year or two ago, or if you just gotten that good within the year. But kudos to you, bro, because you're making these guys look really good too on paper. Because that's one of those things where, it's you can have the best team in the league, and you can have the best stadium and all that stuff. But if you don't have the marketing and the promotions like you need, it's all gonna fall to the wayside, bro.
I appreciate that. Really, a lot of it's thanks to that guy on the end over there. Me and Scotty hooked up probably around the same time. I don't know, what were we, 13?
yeah,
With
it's been a
13?
while. He's
No
been getting on my
kidding.
nerves
He's
for a
been kicking
while.
Nah.
he's been kicking my butt in basketball for a while, to the point to where our kids can. So, that's cool. I can still be one of them, so it's all right.
That's
But
The small victories, right?
he puts a lot of pressure on me to get things done, and I like the pressure. So from there, I just started growing. I mean, we've got a lot of good players. Seeing some of the players grow from the beginning is how I grew. We're a few games in. We're months in.
Yeah.
We started
Yeah, you
this-
guys are turning into a family now,
Yeah,
man. You guys are
it's
starting to
started-
know your roles and
Yeah.
find those grooves.
We got inducted in January. First game was in March. So
That's awesome,
and
man.
that's
Quick turnaround, really.
quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Making logos, making flyers, trying to get sponsors here and there, which is still a growing process. But we're here and we're doing the best that we can, and we're putting out a great product every single week.
Dope, man. So if somebody wants to sponsor the Cincinnati Warriors, or if they, if one of these, I don't know. So you guys are playing at Woodward High School,
Right. That's where our home games are. The remainder. Yeah.
So if somebody wants to advertise or do some sponsorships, like you guys got these, not magazines, but
The programs for the game.
programs.
Yeah.
So they can advertise in this, and I'd love to advertise in it too, man. We got some stuff that we can.
Oh, we're
throw in
gonna
there.
throw you in there. Best believe it.
Dope, bro. So all this stuff. Did you do all this work in here too?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Dope, bro. Yeah, this the quality of this is nice, man. You
Appreciate
got a full squad too, bro. So like, are most of these players from Cincy? Or are they?
Not everyone. They're from all over. We got a few local guys from Cincinnati.
Yeah. I think G-Lon is from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay.
He went to
But-
UC too, by
But
the
he
way.
went to UC and
Oh,
played
dope.
at East Tennessee State. So he's from here, but not from here.
Cool.
Three ex-Bearcats on the team.
Yeah.
3 ex-Bearcats on the team. That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah.
So
That
are
is
these-
awesome.
So these guys are just they tried out, at the beginning of January for you guys. Is that how it works?
Not everyone. G-Lon was there. Coriante DeBerry just came, and Justin Jennifer just came as well.
Okay.
But we saw Jennifer at the combine, the TBL combine. We got a chance to look at him up there.
Damn. So this is like a legit league.
yeah,
where you
it's
guys
a
go-
draft, man, and everything.
That's
It's
incredible,
phenomenal,
dude.
man.
Very cool. So, and how many teams are in the league right now? 40 teams.
40, wow.
And then-
41.
41, Seattle. You forgot Seattle.
Seattle, the
New
newest
edition.
one.
Yeah, they'll be
Yeah.
in next year.
And that's
Wow.
awesome, man. So that's a real national basketball league where you got, you're going from Seattle all the way to New York, man. And do you guys get to travel all the way out there? Obviously, you guys don't play 40 teams. That'd be a crazy amount of games in a
The furthest
year.
we go is probably Jamestown, New York. That's our furthest. It's like 6 hours.
Okay.
So, other than that, we have like a upper Midwest division.
And you guys have like a bus or like
We have a team sprinter.
a sprinter. Dope,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Nice.
Dope.
Yeah.
All wrapped up with the logos on it and all that.
It
whole
will be
nine.
wrapped next week.
Oh,
I promise, Richard.
You guys have that
It'll be
built-in
wrapped.
Xbox in there?
No, but we do have the HDMI in there, you know,
Yeah,
in
you
case
get
you
it.
want to do something special.
Yeah, I toured one time in a sprinter with a built-in Xbox. It was pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for game film only though.
Game film. Shit.
That's
Depending
Yeah.
on which
Thank
sprinter
you
you're
so
on.
much, dude.
So yeah, dude. So you're playing at Woodward right now. Is that where you guys want to stick around and stay, or are you guys trying to
we're
find?
gonna, they've been really good to us, so you know we're gonna see how that goes. We are playing the remainder of our home games there. So
How many home games do you have this season?
how many do we have left, Brian?
I believe we have 3. It might be 4, but I believe we have 3.
Okay.
So the most upcoming one is going to be this Saturday.
Saturday.
But if you want, you can go to the Friday game up at Wilberforce where we're playing Dayton Flight. That's a really good team out there. We played them this weekend. They edged us out a little bit, but looking to get it back.
We are definitely going to get it back this weekend.
Detroit Hustle comes in to our.
That's their
gym.
name is Detroit Hustle.
Detroit Hustle.
Oh,
comes in.
shit.
Their logos are gorilla. I'm not really thrilled about that. Ours is better.
Yeah.
We're the Warriors, so we're looking to take over on Detroit Hustles. The day before Mother's Day, I'm not saying there is, but I'm not saying there's not. Bring your mother out. Might be something special for them.
Oh, very
Saying.
cool.
Just saying.
So that's the Saturday game, right? I'm slow on this. So Mother's Day is
Yeah.
usually on
Sorry
Sunday.
about that. That is a Saturday game. It is at 7. All of our games on Saturday are at 7 p.m.
Awesome, man. And so if they want to buy tickets, they just go to the high school and buy them there, or
Yep.
do they hop on a website?
Or they can come down here to Native and pick up some.
Hey, we're down with that, man. If you want to leave some here, we can sell them for you, and then
We'll definitely leave some here.
yeah, for sure. And we're gonna be giving a pair away too. I hope, right?
For sure.
I'll pay for them if we have to.
Oh,
I
no.
think that'd be
We'll
great
give
too.
them away for sure.
Yeah, man. So I do want to see this because this is one of your designs that you've done, man.
Absolutely. Ricardo Maxwell's up top. We got Michael Davenport also on there. And we got Big Ramondo Ray.
Dope, man. This is a median family ticket, bro. That's some super quality stuff there.
Yeah.
It's something nice for the people.
Dope, man. And you got some QR codes on the back, bro. So you got a Native brand QR code for us too, man. That's incredible.
Yeah, the QR code should take you to the Native shop. And also will take you to the Facebook page.
Hey.
The 2 QR codes up top are mystery codes for us. One will take you to the actual website. One will take you to the TBL website.
Okay. So the CincinnatiWarriors.com, is that the website there?
That's our personal website.
Mhm.
Now, the TBL website, you have to pay attention, is thebasketballleague.net. Not .com, not .org.
That's kind of, you know what though, if you were going to use a .net, that's the time to use it, bro. When
Yeah.
it comes to a
Yeah.
basketball league.
It's nice, though. There's a nice
Yeah.
opening trailer. You can get on there. You can check out the stats of some of our players, check out some of their pictures and things like that. Really get to get involved with some of our players and things like that. We have absolutely some of the greatest guys in the world. They were very personable to the kids, families, and things like that. We have, I forgot his name. What was his name from this weekend? Always comes to our games, shouts out every single time.
Henry Widner, I believe.
Henry Whitner.
He just turned 10 years
Just
old.
turned 10. He brings us friends to the game. He had his birthday party at our game.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
incredible,
nice.
man. Yeah,
Nice.
shout out to him, bro.
If you hop on our Twitter page, at Warriors513, you will find pictures of him on there.
We got him a
Also-
birthday shirt made too, by the way.
Yeah, bro, and
great
that's
kids.
cool, man,
Yeah,
that you
he's
guys are able to
party
do
at the
that
game,
stuff,
so
man.
it's
So you
showing
guys,
For sure.
you guys are getting between like a 70 to 100 and 120 people a game or something. So, the fact that you guys are still able to pinpoint and say, hey, like, it's this dude's birthday, let's take care of him, like that, that's super.
Right.
That's gonna take things a lot further, man, and you're not gonna realize it until down the road when that 10-year-old has been coming to those games for years.
Right. Right.
And he's going to have those season tickets, or his parents are going to want to get him those tickets where he's coming to all the games, man. And every time you're going to come out with a new shirt, new design, he's going to want it. And it's
Right.
one of those things where you're latching on to these these kids at a younger age, man. And if you're able to get them involved, who knows, man? You know that they see Scotty over here, bro, 6'5", 6'6", like you're
6'6", Jay.
There you go. So and
Let's be specific.
They see you out there in beast mode, they're gonna want to be like you, dude.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things where you never know who's watching, especially when it
Absolutely.
comes to 10 and 12-year-old kids, man. They absorb everything.
I mean, think of it like this: like back in the day when we were younger, everyone was like looking up to Jordan. You know what I mean? Like, but now they don't talk Jordan. They talk LeBron. They talk KD. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like talking Kyrie. So
Right.
it's like the young kids aren't really talking the old school. They don't see
talk
it.
about me anymore.
Right, right. But
That's
they
okay.
may in a different right. You know what I mean? Like
For sure.
they may take initiative. You don't even know. You may give
Right.
them a hat, a jersey, or something, and before you know it, now you got a fan waving at you every time you come through those doors.
Right.
And then his friends show up, and before you know it, you got a little army going. And it's just
that's something
natural progression.
That's something we've noticed here too, man. Is like if we just give these kids a little bit of attention, it goes so much further, man. Like
Right.
if we remember their name or anything like that. Like there was a kid that came in here and loved the store, and he tipped me $1, and his mom was like,
Nathan.
did he just give you $1? And I was like, yeah, he just tipped me. She goes, I can't believe he's never done that. I've never seen him do that ever. And he was like, I really like the store. And so we took the $1 and put it up on the ceiling. So okay, we'll just put it right here. And he thought it was cool. But the next time he came in, I wasn't here. Andrew was here, and the kid goes, hey, that's my $1.
Yep.
And he goes, hey, what's up, Nathan? And the kid was so starstruck that he knew his name. It was like just one of those things, man. It's like a little moment in time where you guys did a little bit of extra work, and actually designing a shirt for a kid is not a little extra work, so kudos to you, bro. But getting to the point where you get that out there, and then you're like, here, man, this is from us to you. Like it goes so much further, and you don't realize it until they come back and they're telling the story to somebody else, man. So it's really cool that you guys are taking the time and taking the initiative to really engage with the fans and all that stuff, man. If you're having any trouble with that, just loosen and tighten the.
Oh no, I'm good. I just had to push it back a little bit.
Cool. So all right. So the next game, you're out of town, right?
Friday we're out of town. Saturday we're home at 7.
And then if we want to watch the games, it's tbllive.com.
TBL TV.
TBL TV.
Cool.
So, and I think I might be able to watch it here in the store. I've got our own like bootleg cable that we have, and we get like 2,794 channels or something. So we get like every sports channel you can think of, MLB, the NFL network,
NBA TV,
the League Pass.
we get all of it. Yeah.
So if it's on there, we'll be able to watch it for sure, man. So I'd love to have it on in the stadium
It's streamed across a particular website.
Oh, cool!
Yeah.
Even easier, bro.
Yeah.
Even
So
easier, yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
So-
another thing too. Every game is streamed to 145 different countries. That's how the guys get opportunity to play overseas.
That's
from playing
incredible,
in this
dude.
league. So
Oh, okay.
that was
that's-
important.
And that is important, man,
Yeah.
because a lot of
So-
these players, I had a friend that I went to high school with. He went to Ryle, and he was good enough to go to the NBA, but he ended up playing in a European league. And
Right.
I mean, he was out.
Justin.
Yeah, Justin Dolman, man, he was
Yeah.
out there just being able to live his life in another
Right.
country and pay for his entire life out in Europe, dude, which
Yeah.
is like super.
Yeah.
It's almost cooler than seeing him in the NBA.
Right.
Obviously, seeing him in the NBA would be cooler, but the fact that you can make a living in another country for something that you grew up doing here in the States
Right.
is insane,
Right.
man. But all right, dude. So when it comes to the basketball league, right now, this isn't something that's like. It's not one of those trampoline sports. It's like it's an actual, regular basketball court,
Yeah.
the whole nine.
Yeah. NBA 3-point line, extremely professional and
Yeah,
well done.
no, like 15-point shot like
No.
some of these leagues have.
Are
man.
you 4 quarters or 2 halves?
4 quarters, 12 minutes a quarter.
Cool.
That's it. Yeah. So that's about as legit as it
Yeah.
gets right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
There's a couple different rule variances, such as there's no 1-and-1.
Yeah.
So it's automatically 2 shots.
All 2 free throws. Yeah.
And then there's straight timeouts, straight through. But everything else is legit. I know because every week I have to put down 3-point line, and it's the worst thing in the world.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
But like talking about that Michael Jordan thing you were saying a while ago, just a minute ago, about how kids like they used to like they want to be like Mike.
Yeah.
Bro, I've noticed that like I really think Joe Burrow is about as close to being like Michael Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many kids that are like dressing like him and wanting to be like him. And as long as he stays on path and doesn't, doesn't jump in the deep end of the water, bro. Like I think he's going to be such a role model for all these kids, man. That like they're going to come out with a song instead of be like Mike, it's going to be like Joe.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
that's real talk. That's for sure. He's already be iconic, and just the fact that he's got like it's not even just local, across the nation. He's like a icon. Like it's insane. Just because he's in his second year and got to the Super Bowl, it's just like unheard of, right? So Joe Burrow's, like Mike, but
super efficient and
Joey
tough.
B, for sure. And he had the best college season ever in college football. Right. Like as a quarterback, it's just like he's checking all the check boxes, like straight up. Yeah.
Well, you know the nickname, right? Tiger King.
Tiger King.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah, we made a shirt like that a while ago. That had it on there.
Mm-hmm.
That was out of the old store.
Yeah.
That was right when we first got drafted. But all right, man. So the tickets that we want to give away today, how do you think we should give them away? Should we have somebody comment like we did before on a number 1 to 100, or should we do a Cincinnati Warriors question that they gotta like Google or look up? What's the record? What's the tallest player on the team?
That's a good question.
There you go.
I got a question.
All right.
Yeah.
Not hard to find.
Let's go.
Pretty easy. For 2 tickets, who
You've been thinking about this all day.
Warriors
Yes.
recorded the first triple-double in Cincinnati Warriors history?
You said who?
Who?
Okay.
Name the player's
What player?
name.
So there's already been a triple double and you guys had started in January.
Yeah, I can't tell you when it was, but it happened.
That's pretty impressive, man. So if you
That's
got
good,
somebody
Brian.
that's already
Triple-double.
pulling triple doubles, man.
Check the Facebook and the Twitter
There you go.
and the Instagram.
All right, so it's Cincinnati Warriors 513. Is that what you said? I got the paper here.
That's the Twitter, yes.
All right, so the Cincinnati Warriors is Facebook, and then on Instagram it's just the Cincinnati Warriors, and then Warriors 513 on Facebook. Is that what it was?
No, on Facebook it's the Cincinnati Warriors as well.
Okay. Oh, you got that on that's the tweet
Twitter,
there.
yeah.
Okay. Good for you, man, for getting that Twitter account too, bro. Because that's one of those things where like, the last thing you want to do is try to manage all the social media all at one time, right?
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, bro, there's little asshole kids out there that'll gladly just take Cincinnati Warriors on Twitter and just hang on to it until you guys realize, oh shit, I need to.
We really need it.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Right.
And that's how it is, like with TikTok right now too, man. Like we're in that boat right now where, we got kids that come in and like you don't know which one of these kids has 100,000 followers, dude. Like the nerdiest kid that comes in the store is like. I had one dude that came in, I talked to him about before. He's like, had like 18,000 followers, little chubby kid, bro. Just like, and he was flexing on me. Like, yeah, I've got this store with this big build out. And he's like, yeah, bro, but I got 18,000 followers. I'm like, that's true, bro. I can't flex like that, man. But that's one of those things, man. It's like, so every time a new social media platform comes out, it's like I'd right away, like I'll download it. And I'll just at Native or at the Native brand, and then I won't touch it again.
Right.
At least get on there and just mark it off.
Secure our spot. Yeah.
So you said there's a combine for this, right? Or a combine for it. So if somebody does want to try out for the Cincinnati Warriors, do they have to go through the TBL or can they contact you directly?
Well, both. The TBL does a combine, and we also do
recruiting
tryout camps as well.
Okay.
So we'll have like dates where we'll have tryout camps where guys can come and try out and see where they fare with professionals. So. And
so then you take those guys if they do well, do you send them to the TBL or
we invite them to our training camp?
Dope.
And then if they make it through and everything goes well, they'll get a contract.
Dope.
So-
And they get paid the whole nine. They
Absolutely.
get cash for it.
Everybody gets paid.
What's a basic contract length? Do you do a year? Do you do multi-year?
A month.
Monthly?
Yeah, per month.
So monthly
So
contract.
it's
Okay.
an amount per month.
Oh, okay, heard.
Yeah.
Heard. Cool.
That's pretty cool, man. Because then if somebody does end up getting hurt or something, they're not wasted money for you guys. And also,
Right.
if somebody does get picked up in one of these European leagues, which are probably the European leagues are probably always paying attention to the smaller leagues like you guys, man, just
Right.
because they can scoop people up before they hit the NBA.
Right,
you
and that's
know.
the good thing about it being streamed to 145 countries too, every game. So to where that's specifically the reason. So
And that's incredible, man. Like one thing that I did know is like Italy was huge on the Cincinnati Bengals for some reason. Like when my buddy went out there, he got married and they had like a big ceremony out there. He was sending me photos where even the taxi cabs had the photos of the Cincinnati Bengals on the side of it. And then it said like, you can watch the NFL here. And it was literally a photo of Chad Johnson like catching the touchdown pass. And it was because Chad Johnson was just that dude where like
Right.
everybody wanted to watch him play, man. So like even in Italy, like they were like literally advertising like, hey, come check it out. You can watch it here, which is super wild, man. All right. So Woodward High School, man, that's where's the ideal place that you guys would want to play at here in Cincy? Because like Cincinnati Gardens used to be like the spot, right? But they tore that down.
I'm not sure of a specific like perfect central location, but
And that's probably the hardest part is finding the
Yeah.
central location, the spot that like
everybody could get to.
Yeah.
Parking,
for sure,
Right.
a decent facility. You want it to be nice. So.
for sure. And that school's doing well for you right now.
Oh yeah, they're doing very well for us. So
Dope,
it's a really
man.
nice facility, and the people and the staff are great. So
Very cool. So are you mad that you're not playing anymore, bro? Or are you happy to be on the?
well, here's the thing: if we don't win a lot of games here soon,
Oh,
You gonna put on a jersey?
nah, I'm done.
that's funny, man. Have you watched that HBO show, The Winning Times yet,
Oh, I love it.
Both watching it. Yeah.
bro? It is so
we
good.
talk
man.
about it. We love it.
It's so I couldn't imagine like being in your shoes right now and like having this new league and like this new like, oh, we can do this, we can do that, like we can
Right.
get the Laker girls and we can do this type of stuff. Like watching that series right now where you guys are at, like I would be all over it, dude.
Dude.
Seriously. Plus
We talk about it.
yeah, I mean, I would too because it's right up your alley. It's literally
Yeah.
like everything that you guys are trying to do, and
Right.
that's the NBA back when it wasn't popular, right?
Right,
So it's
right.
like this could be the TBL back before it was popular,
Right.
So it's like how do we do those things? How do we implement the Laker girls or the I think a big thing for the Lakers were like they started to get the celebrities involved and get them
Right.
down to the games and
Yeah.
it wouldn't be I bet you it wouldn't be too hard to get Gary Owen involved, man. He's a big sports guy. He loves the Cincinnati Bengals and if you can get him involved where he's down there, maybe at a halftime show doing not a meet and greet but like tossing out. Dude, we need to get that cannon t-shirt
shoot
cannon,
the shirts. Yeah.
I'll pick one up and we'll go down there and we'll start hitting the fans with some limited edition Cincinnati Warriors merch.
Oh, for sure,
Yeah.
man.
That'd be fire.
That would be
bro.
fire for sure.
All right, man. Well, is there anything you guys want to talk about, dude? Is there anything
We could throw out another Warriors trivia question for people who want to win tickets.
for sure, bro?
What current Warrior has a brother who's currently playing for the UC Bearcats?
Uh-oh. So is that player good enough to go to the NBA?
I think so.
Okay.
He's one of our stars.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah, I'm with Richard. Whatever Richard says.
Yeah.
So if you got the answer to Brian's question, which was who scored the triple double?
There has someone that commented an answer.
Oh, they already answered, so they already got the tickets.
Yeah, is the first person to record a triple double Ricardo Maxwell?
Oh, he's smiling.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. So who won that?
Who won that?
Kia Johnny's said this.
Well, Kia, you want some tickets?
Kia.
It's kind of unfair, but you want some tickets.
Oh shit, you know
I
her?
got you.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
Oh, you know.
Hey, you know what, dude? But that's the thing, bro.
That's part of it.
She's
She's
sitting
paying
here,
attention,
she's
yeah.
watching, and so she
Yeah.
deserves those tickets, bro. She
Yes.
sat here, she paid the piper, man. So no, good for her. Good for her. I appreciate you watching and paying attention. So we'll give away the other tickets for the other question, which was what player for the Cincinnati Warriors has a brother that plays for UC? Right? And now she can't win those tickets. You can't win those this time.
Yeah, someone new.
All right. So what else is cracking, man? We've got there was a shooting at UC, or no, almost a shooting. Did you see that shit that happened yesterday? There was an alert that happened. Somebody saw over somebody's shoulder this chick and this dude were texting, and it said that the shooter made it into the school. He made it past security, and everybody's in place. And the person behind them read the text message, called 911, and stopped the entire thing from happening. So there was like
Wow.
a shooter on campus yesterday that was trying to do some damage, and thankfully somebody saw a text message and stopped all that from happening, man. Which is crazy, bro.
insane.
Like to think that you never know. You see some shit and you just want to you don't want to you know what I mean? You don't want to
Right.
get in other people's business,
Yeah,
but you see
right.
something like that, it's like
Yeah,
holy
something
shit.
like that. You gotta.
Yeah.
But
Dude, be the upright citizen and call something in ASAP. I mean, that stuff get out of hand real quick, especially
Yeah.
to make our city look terrible. It already looks bad on so many fronts. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
rioting and shootings and stuff. We don't need another, man. Especially on a campus. Come on, man.
Yeah.
right.
You know.
So let me see. When it comes to the sponsorships, man.
Yeah, the
do
sponsorships are-
they contact you guys directly? Is there an email that they can contact, or they just hit you guys up on the Cincinnati Warriors Facebook page?
Either media outlet they can go to on our social media. Contact me or Brian. Mostly Brian. Contact Brian. Don't contact me. Contact Brian
There you
for
go.
the sponsorship.
You know, Brian, just a heads up, man. He said that you're getting underpaid right now. He said that he's getting you for pretty cheap on the dollar. So
Yes,
we renegotiate that
I did
contract
say
next
that,
month.
and we're going to sit down again.
I
So-
have heard of such things.
That's funny. No, you're worth it though, man.
Yeah, man, for
you
sure.
You need to surround yourself with the with the right people, because once you got the right team involved, and that's the fun thing that you guys are finding out right now is you guys are only six months into this thing, right? So
Right.
you're starting to find your roles, and you're starting to say, okay, well, I'm good at this, and Brian's good at this, so let him take the rope and hang himself
Right.
or run with it, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And those are the things that that really end up, for us at least, it's like I give these guys the rope to hang himself, and a
Right.
lot of the times, man, they'll take that rope and they'll go 10 yards and they'll go, okay, what else? What do I need to do now? And it's like, bro,
Right.
10 more yards.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's really we're turning into a family here, bro. So that's, I'm glad to see you guys on the same board and on the same path. Where I'd love to interview you guys in a year from now, because I can't wait to
Right.
see the progress that's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Man.
Brand new. A year from now, you're going to be a whole nother level. You
Right.
just don't know it yet.
Right.
You're about to crush it. I can see it. You got the structure. You got a team. You got hard workers. You got good ownership. It just sounds like everything is the cards are set for you to make. The cards are set for you to make a big splash
got a
and
lot
get
of
some
good
of
stuff
these
coming.
and get some of these guys potentially big opportunities. You know what I mean? Because this is could be a stepping a lily pad for somebody to make it across.
That's the whole idea.
Right,
is for
right.
them to move up. I think the numbers were, what was it, 5,000 legit ballers every year that are available to fill these team rosters.
Yep.
And, that's a lot of talent that needs to be seen and to get the opportunity to step up. And this is one of the ways that can happen, especially during the off season, right? Because we're a summer league, so we don't overlap
Right,
with
right.
college ball and a lot of the other stuff. Another important point with the sponsors is that they should realize that if they're interested in coming in with us, that they will get worldwide exposure because of the streaming and the crawls and
Yeah.
everything else.
145 countries is incredible, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and streaming is just as good as TV these days because if people are only going to tune in when they tune in, they're going to specifically be there for it. So it's all the numbers are the same. It doesn't matter. That's a content view. You know what I mean? So that's awesome that you stream like that, and that many exposure on that level of like international. That's huge for some of these guys that may have never been seen played before. You know, they never had an opportunity like that. Like, who knows their journey to this point? You know,
Right.
And to touch on where Rich had here, during these 3 months we've been going, the Lansing Pharaohs, definitely the Jamestown Jackals have had players not fulfill their contracts because they've been pulled up, they've been pulled overseas. This is happening all the time. So
Yeah.
the roster you start off with is not the roster you're going to end up in. It's not the roster that you want to end
Right.
up with. You're always evolving team.
Man, that's got to be tough, though. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you've got a star player, bro, and you're
Yeah.
like,
Well,
you know, you're building the franchise around him. Like,
Well,
what?
that's the anticipation of it, though. Like, we had a guy we invited to camp that didn't make it to camp because he got called overseas, but we were happy for him because
And that's
Yeah.
a double-edged sword. It's like, man,
Yeah,
like this like where you gotta. I think in order to thrive in the league that you're in is like you're gonna have to like understand that you're a stepping stone, right? Like,
we tell the guys all the time, this is temporary. We got you past 2 years. We're not doing our job because we're trying to get everybody to the next
Right.
level.
That's
So,
that's
to the
that's
G
a
League,
really
maybe
smart way
like
to
any
look at
G
it.
League pickups and stuff like that.
Well, that's and in point of fact, that's the level of play that we are.
Okay, okay.
We're G League level.
Okay,
play,
cool.
and-
All right, okay.
And they've gone from TBL straight to NBA.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, that's already happened in their 7-year history.
Awesome.
So that's the hope is that, you know, we become a regular stepping stone for people that want to go overseas
Right.
and want to go to the NBA
Yeah.
and they get seen.
Yeah, with the like NCAA having like the transfer portal now, so like that's put a whole new like they've been so like they're set in their ways for so long with the NCAA, and now the dudes can be mid-season and just go. They don't even have to. There's no structure. I think they're gonna change that. I would
Right.
assume because like that doesn't make a lot of sense for a dude to be mid-season then can jump from like Middle Tennessee to UK,
Right.
and now he went to the national championship or whatever. You know what I mean? Go to Kansas. Like that's. I don't know. They need to fix that, I think. But like that option that NCAA proposes, like and has now, I mean, you guys are going to, I'm sure, see similar, you know, transitions from guys going from U to the G League, Euro. I mean, obviously they're not going to college per se, but like,
Yeah, and vice versa.
Right.
Like, so.
But everybody is a pro now with the
Yep.
with the idea that the high school athletes can get money for their likeness and
Mhm.
advertise themselves.
Yep.
So it blurs a lot
NIL,
of the
yeah,
distinctions
yeah.
that used to be there.
I never thought about that, man. It's like a big point of like getting to the NBA is finally getting those sponsorships and those contracts, and it's like a lot
get
of these.
paid now.
I mean, like Gary Vee is like just cleaning up. He's going at every college kid, whether you're volleyball. He just bought a pickleball team, bro. Like Gary Vee just bought a pickleball league. He just joined the pickleball league and he bought an entire team. But like he's just like
Thinking way up.
yeah, bro. Like you know the thought process that goes into something like that, man. Where you just
Once you're established and you can just rich get richer, man. You can just keep
Yeah.
making moves, right? I
no,
mean,
for sure.
Yeah, so like Gary Vee's always ahead of the curve. Pickleball's getting really popular though. Like my brother bought a pickleball set. Like this is getting really popular.
I think I might have steered him wrong because they tried putting a pickleball court here, and I told him I was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, dude. Like you got two ping pong tables here that people use them, but like that's a life size ping pong table. Like you stand on it, like that thing's gonna take up way too much room. But I guess they put one in down in Atlanta, and I don't know if it's doing too well or not, but. I don't know, man. I don't want to carry a bunch of pickleballs here. It's
Right, that'd
we,
be-
we gotta carry the ping pong balls because the kids always
carry
lose
them,
them,
yeah.
and then they always
Right.
come in here going, "Hey, do you guys have a ping pong ball?"
So we sell them for cheap, you know what I mean? They
we
can
just,
keep their
we just like give us $1, and then we'll give you $1 back if you bring the ping pong.
Yeah.
ball
Make sure it
back.
says native on a ping pong ball. though.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah,
Native
bro.
ping pong
You know,
balls.
actually, like true story. I tried buying eyeball ping pong balls, but they're too heavy. They don't have the same weight.
Right.
So, but they're literally like they're all eyeballs, and that's what I was trying to use to give away down here.
But I mean, even the esports have gone professional now.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. So that's what Velocity right over there. They bought out GameWorks altogether, and now it's Velocity Esports, and that's their whole focus is like esports. Like there's a whole market, man, for all the stuff that you guys are doing right now, and especially like now that the internet's around. Like he was saying, like you don't have to get that NBC or ABC or CBS deal, right? Like you can go online, you can go right to YouTube. Actually, Joe Rogan was talking about how like YouTube's still the biggest thing out there. He's like, there's no reason to even try to mess with anything else because their platform is just bar none. Like, and I think that he said the reason why they're still on top is because of the comments underneath. Like a lot of the companies have taken the comments away or won't put them on there. But he thinks that one of the big reasons why YouTube is as big as it is because they've kept that structure where if you want to talk shit about that, talk shit about it. If you want to talk good about it, talk good about it. I think they took away the like dislike button maybe recently, but other than that, like there's so many ways that you're able to market and get your brand out there without having the Capitol Records of the music industries or the
having
NBCs.
a machine behind you.
Yeah, bro. Like that's the thing. Like the machine behind you right now is the three of you putting your ideas together and the 20 years of you being in the basketball, the leagues and all these other things and implementing a little bit of this and a little bit of that and then seeing what the NBA did and then seeing what the NCAA did and then taking it all and just kind of making it your own thing. And it's super dope that you told me that like you're already getting praises for how well you guys are advertising the Cincinnati Warriors and how like the programs and everything is just everything's very artistic, man. And a lot of it I'm sure has to do with your boy here, but that comes across on a national level when they see little things like this, like the programs, and it solidifies the reason why you're here and what you're doing, man.
Right.
And it's gonna make you guys last 10 times longer too, because the little things that you're implementing, if you're going to the games and you don't get programs, like the people that are going to the games, they aren't thinking about that.
Right.
But if they get the program, they're thinking about it and they're hanging on to it, and then they're like, all right, they've got something for the game. So keep doing what you're doing, man, and it's all gonna pay off, dude. Like, we were talking earlier today, Andrew and I, and it's like, it's steps, bro. Like the reason why we're here today isn't because of some massive move I've made. It's just taking 2 or 3 steps every single day to get to this point. You know what I mean? And like, we're still at it. We're still, we still got our 6 shooters in our pockets, and we're shooting from the hip, bro. But like, as long as we're just taking those steps, every week is going to be we're going to be further along than we think by the end of the year, bro. So, stay focused on what you guys are doing, man. And I hope that you don't lose too many of these players too quick, man, because it'd be super dope just to see you guys stack up and then just start crushing the league, man.
I know, right?
What? So the games the Saturday before Mother's Day, we're gonna have to go to that, dude. We're definitely gonna have to go. And then, so do you do halftime shows yet? Is there anything like? Can we get music artists involved, or can we get like a DJ involved, where a DJ is just playing music at halftime for 30 minutes?
Absolutely, Brian.
I knew it was coming. Andrew.
Hey, I got artists,
There
bro.
it is.
You got
I can do
artists,
that.
I got a place.
I do some booking,
All you gotta do is let me know. We'll get them in there. Let them do halftime. 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
perfect.
that's a dream come true for many, many guys. So,
Yeah.
Get a song in there. Get the fans in there. Let them come see the game too.
Yeah.
We do sell dollar refreshments, so snacks and all that stuff. It generally
Hey.
sells out, so you gotta get there early.
Right.
But yeah, that's fine. That works for me. We got a game at Woodward. You let me know you got somebody coming. We'll see.
Okay.
Get you
Yeah,
guys in there.
we'll set it up for
I
sure.
can definitely
mean,
make that happen. That's
Yeah,
that's
for
right in my
At
wheelhouse.
least get a contest in.
Yeah.
And we
Small
can probably
contest.
get somebody to sing the national anthem.
that-
We do that too. So if you got anybody up and coming trying to,
Absolutely, man.
Get the name out there.
Holly Angel will be.
I was
perfect
I was
for it.
thinking Holly. First thing I was thinking.
Yeah, so
First person I
there's
thought
a friend of ours that lives here in Cincinnati. She's a phenomenal musician, but she's sang the national anthem this year alone at the Reds game, TQL Stadium,
Yeah.
and I think she's done the Cyclones like 2 or 3 times.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys have an entire intro to the game too. Do you guys do like the the Michael Jordan. And now your Cincinnati Warriors.
Unfortunately, because since we're so young and our staff is so small, hint, hint, if you need a job, come see us. We generally run right up to the wire, so we generally just have a time for the national anthem, and then we tip off and get right into the game. But other than that, there are media timeouts where you can drop a plug if you need a plug, sponsorships, hit us up, hint, hint. Also, halftime is generally what we do everything. Hopefully, maybe we can get to the point where we get people sticking around after the game. We can do something after the game as well.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, it's going to be the national anthem during media timeouts and halftime.
Dope, man. I mean, that kind of makes sense too, though. You know, a lot of the people that they don't get there before the game starts, right? So it's like, you know, it's hard to accommodate somebody. It's hard to justify paying and doing a half hour of like, you know, intros if there's no one there. But you know what I think the key to it is lock down the halftime. You know, get it where, you know, when these people are coming in at the second quarter, all of a sudden they're like, oh shit, nice halftime show.
Right.
And then fourth quarter, giving out some T-shirts with the gun or something, you know. But just getting it to the point where they want to come before the game. Like, okay, well, halftime's dope. You know, now they've got, you know, will they give away T-shirts before the game? You know, so we got to get there before the game, or else we're not going to be able to get these free T-shirts. So, like, trying to do something where you're getting them in beforehand and then sticking around for the whole thing, man.
I look at it like a band, when they perform in front of 5 people, they should perform the same way they'd perform in front of 5,000.
For sure.
So if you, even though there's not a crowd per se, or it's not as big, if you make it epic to start, when people do come, you're going to keep their attention forever. Right. So like, you're not like, oh, we'll prepare for this. We're like, all right, we're going to start big and then maybe go bigger, but we're going to start big. So when homie comes, your friend comes, it's already impressive. You're already got the sponsors wanting to be involved because you're looking for those, and they see that their sponsorship money is going to go further rather than it being a small show, and they're like, oh, I can help make it bigger. If it's already big, they're like, oh, maybe I need to throw more dollars their direction. So I would do it as if I'm trying to perform in front of 5 or 5,000. It's the same show. That's my thought process on everything. So definitely make it big, make it eccentric, make the dancers go hard. Like if you're a dance team, like everyone, you know what I mean? Get some, you know, break dancers there, do some cool stuff. You never know what you could do, like to really get some hype going.
How do you get like the Woodward cheerleaders to get involved, right? Like, because that probably would be huge for somebody like them. For, you know, they're playing at a high school level, but if you can say, hey, you know, what do you think about performing on Mother's Day, or, you know, the Mother's Day game or something, where like you've got the Woodward high school team or the cheerleaders that are there, because then all of a sudden you're going to get every one of their parents and everybody involved, and then they're going to come down and see how fun these games are at Woodward and be like, oh, okay, this is something that's right in our backyard too that we can, you know, dive into, man. It's just, you know, it's steps, bro. It's all a learning process, and it's like, you know, just like we did with this store, bro. It's like you just learn things along your route. You put them in your head, and you're like, all right, we can do this. We can implement this. Take that out. That didn't work. You know.
There's a memorabilia angle too.
Yeah.
If you catch a budding star at this level, and you hold on to your program and your ticket.
Oh man, for sure, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I see where you're. Yeah. I see you. Yeah.
That'd be huge
Get
there.
Get the grassroots, and then.
So the games themselves, man. How many more games do you have left this season? I already asked you that.
Total games.
How many games do you play in a season?
24, right?
24.
24 games. So you got about 12 at home.
Yeah, I'm 12 away.
Okay.
So it's always been 24. Or is that a newer?
I believe so.
Okay. So it's like about a half of a college season. 40 games is a college season. So at the very end, if you win them all, it's 40-0. Mm-hmm. If you win all the college games. Yeah. So it's, you know, about 35 for most teams.
I'm always impressed with his sports skills, man. Like you wouldn't think it, but this dude knows more about like football, basketball, baseball, like hockey, soccer. He knows it all, bro.
Just taking knowledge.
He said, I found out he runs the store on Sundays, and I come in here. Every TV's got a different sports game on. It's either football, basketball, baseball, and he's got all three of them going where he can just like learn everything because he's got his own sports podcast he does out of here. So every Sunday he's in here like just downloading all that info, man. So when Monday, Tuesday comes around, he's got everything to spit on the podcast.
Gotta know it,
man.
Gotta know it. I just replace sports is easy because like you're just replacing names with teams and it's just numbers and it's easy to keep in order. So it's never been hard. I grew up in a sports household, but I played music, so like I had both those worlds collide a few times. But yeah, you know what I mean. But
I just had an idea, man. I think one game. I think we should come down there and not announce it because I don't think the crowd in the stadium would like it. But I think we should do a podcast there, just like we're
That's dope. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I'm 100% in for that.
we're portable too. We have a microphone. We just need a laptop and one camera, and it's not hard to transport at all.
Okay.
We can move it very easily.
Come right down there, sit on the sideline, and just narrate the entire game.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be fun. You
Yeah,
know what else
put
is
it on the Facebook Live.
Literally,
Yeah,
that's exactly.
100%, bro. And it's actually it's pretty crazy to think that you guys are at that point where like in order to have 140 and to be viewed in 145 different countries, man, you have to have a full team down there of recording the game, right? Like you have to have the film crew, the whole nine, all of it wired up and ready to go. So like
Every
you guys
game.
have a legit production down there.
Oh, for
man.
sure. A full production.
That's incredible, bro. And you guys stressed out at all being co-owners, man, of a new league, a new team?
No comment.
I bet, man. It's one of those things where it's like every single day you've got a new hurdle to jump over, a new obstacle to bend around.
I will say, because you said you're a fan of the game, you've played, you've done your thing. It's cool to have owners doing stuff that enjoy the game rather than just collecting money. You know what I mean? Because that's a bad stigma for some owners that they don't really care about the game. They just are the rich guy that bought the stadium. You know what I mean?
That's sort of the reason I got into it. Was I watched so many teams lose so many games because they're not playing the game correctly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that they don't have the physical skills, it's that they're not thinking about what they're doing. And it frustrates me as a fan, so I would always try to coach from the stands.
Yeah, right.
Yelling at the team, and I'm like, you know what? I may as well just get a team up.
Right. We'll just go right ahead, yeah.
Go right ahead. But no, I never played professionally or organized at all. I all my basketball was in the backyard.
That's enough.
Yeah. On all that. So
Yeah.
those days are long gone, but the enjoyment of the game it's just, I don't know anything that's more complex, that moves faster, and that requires quicker thinking than something like basketball, because
Right.
you're going the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know? And it's also a tremendous way to remain healthy. I mean, you look at athletes that are older now that used to be basketball players. They're in some of the best shape of any athlete in any sport you can think of.
Right.
Because it's aerobic, it's muscular, it's good for improving your later years and remaining a healthy person as long as possible. You look at a lot of ex-football players, and they get beat up.
Yep.
They get beat up.
Yep.
UFC, boxing. I mean, you look at them and it's like, yeah. But basketball.
Yep. Basketball and soccer, those two athletes are just premier for sure, 100%. I mean, football, it's a brute strength game. It's standing behind the pocket for quarterbacks. I mean, you have Tom Brady, who isn't the greatest athlete at all. He's not even in the top 250, but he is considered the GOAT. You know what I mean? So, it's not necessarily about the athletics. It's about how fast his mind moves and his arm. That's all really he has to worry about. Right. But, basketball, boys got to jump. You got to block. You got to defend the whole time. I mean, I'm sure you guys play defenses. I mean, NBA does defense, but it's kind of like a fourth quarter thing. But, I'm sure you guys are playing defense the whole time to keep it down, It's
We're supposed to be playing defense the whole time.
Yeah, they better. If they won't, you better instill it.
Man, I was trying to find a photo, dude. So I meant to send this photo to you, Scotty, like a month ago, man. I met Cliff Livingston when I was a kid, and he's like, I'm from Chicago, so huge Bulls fan, especially in the '90s, man. Like I was obsessed, dude. So like I met Cliff Livingston at the baseball card shop that was right by my house. Like I was 10 years old, and I had my own company at 10 years old. I was making money. Like I was making $180 a week at 10 years old, bro. Like shit was wild. So I was spending all my money on baseball cards down at the card shop and everything, man. But I got to meet Cliff, bro, and it was one of those moments, man, where it's just like, 10, 12-year-old kid meeting one of your idols, dude. And like, it's such a cool photo. I'm bummed I can't find it on the rip right now, but it's just 12-year-old me, bro, just hanging out with Cliff Livingston. Like you can tell, like it just looks like the '90s version of me, man. But he's a coach for one of the teams,
yeah,
right?
He's the coach for Kokomo. I actually met him and got a few pictures too. He's a great guy, man.
Yeah, I saw
that
you had pictures. So Kokomo, where's Kokomo at?
Indiana.
Kokomo, Indiana. So not Kokomo, Hawaii, right?
He wish.
So, but that's tight though that he's that close. I didn't realize he's from. He's probably not from the area, but at least he's still living in the Midwest after all these years, man.
Yeah, he's a really good guy, man.
I bet, bro. I bet. Like he was a badass when I met him, man. You can just tell when you meet people, like they've got. Some people are happy with where they are in life, bro, and you can tell that he was just like, he was happy signing, like meeting kids and signing autographs and shaking hands. And I remember that might have been the first hand that I shook. That I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, like that was a big hand. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like you meet, because basketball players are always on a different level, man. They're all 6'2", 6'3", 6'6", 6'7". So it's like, when you're a kid, you're like, oh wow, this dude must play ball.
Yeah.
And actually, I read this the other day. If you're 7 foot tall, you have a 1 in 10 chance of being in the NBA.
Yes. Yep.
So, and that's like, that sounds like kind of hard odds, but still, bro, like the fact that like you got a 10% just for being 7 foot tall, you got a 7 foot. You got a 10% chance of getting paid.
Someone wants you. Someone wants you at 7 foot. Someone wants you. I mean, this year someone won with the 3-point contest, a 6'11" dude. So like, I mean, that's pretty crazy.
That's impressive though.
6'11" win a 3-point contest. Like,
well, I recall a story where a 7-footer and a woman who was 6'9" got married, and D1 called and said, if
"No
you're
way,
having a boy."
we want him.
We want him.
Jesus Christ.
We're gonna offer him a contract before he's born. Let's go.
Do you know the verdict? Did they have a kid?
I don't know what happened, but I do know that they offered.
Wow, it's quite amazing.
Man, I'll post this photo if I can find it. I'll post it underneath this thing, man. But that photo of Cliff Livingston was the whip, dude, because it was like one of the first times I met one of my idols, right? And obviously he's not like a Michael Jordan or a Scottie Pippen, but he was just as good, bro. Like being a kid, like you just want to be in the presence of greatness like
and
that.
he was always noticeable too with his personality, like he stood out.
Bro, he had a nice little high top kicking in the little box in the video in the photo too, man. So I was just going through all my like sports memorabilia from a kid like a couple months ago, man. I've got so much shit, bro, from like when I was growing up in Chicago, like anything like Chicago Bulls, I've got from like 1989 and 1994, bro. Like all of it. I've got. My dad printed Sports Illustrateds, so like I've got like Sports Illustrated for kids. I've got like uncut, like the uncut magazines where like it has the white edge where it's got the convergent lines on it and stuff. I've got some really impressive stuff, man. It's all just sitting there in my old clothing store right now. And I'm thinking about opening up one of those like 40-year-old virgin eBay stores where like you can come in and look at the stuff, but you got to buy it on eBay. You can't buy it here in the store.
Right.
So we'll see how that goes, man. I've got a lot of memorabilia to go through. Hopefully, I'll be able to pull out some new stuff from the Warriors games, man.
Oh, for sure.
Who's the so who's the go-to guy right now on the team? Who's the one that you think is close to
Stepping up.
Stepping up, yeah.
I'd say Ricardo.
Ricardo, yeah, triple doubles in the house, man. That'll make it.
Yeah,
That'll
Carter.
get the
We got
attention.
A couple talented guys down the stretch. Mike could probably do some. G, D-Lo. We got some guys that are pretty talented with the ball, man. So
I mean, that was almost a whole squad. You just named 4 people, man. There's 5 people on a starting squad, so
yeah, we got some
that's
guys
pretty
that
dope,
can,
bro.
that can fill it up, man. So
Super dope, man. So and then those guys too.
Bonnie, I can't forget about Bonnie.
So some of these guys just moved here from Cincinnati, right? Like they were from out of town and
Yeah, some
and
guys.
moved here.
We drafted a kid from Australia.
Oh shit!
Oh, okay.
He was here from Australia. He didn't work out, but we kept him as long as we could. But the pace is just different. And he played pro in Australia before, and he came all the way out here for that. So
That's tough, man.
That was dope. When we drafted him, we tried.
Yeah, that's got to be tough, man, to be in that position where like you want these people to work out, and you're.
He's a good kid too.
Yeah, and you've been in like those shoes for a long time, so it's like you don't want to be the guy that's like handing down the bad news now, but at the same time, like, you got to be good enough to cut it, bro. You know what I mean? Like there's only enough for 12 on here.
But that's part of the nuts and bolts of running the team. When you're starting up, you want to always look at local talent first.
For sure.
Right? Because they're right here.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to travel.
Right. There's less knots to untie in that relationship for sure. A lot less questions too, man. If you got somebody that's like, from out of town, it's like, man, I don't know anybody. I don't know if I'm gonna like it here. There's a lot of variables in someone's mind that might end up affecting the bottom line of their game too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So if you got somebody that's local, they're gonna. Chances are they're going to have a bigger fan base here that's going to come out to see him, to support him, and they're going to want to impress those people. Every time that thing falls, bro, it sounds like someone broke something in the store.
Gives me anxiety. I was going to say on that front, like on the PR front of having someone local, you know what I mean? So, like, that's part of the Joe Burrow thing. He's not that far from his hometown playing in Cincinnati. So, like, hometown kid doing big things, news coverage, stuff like that is great for the league. So having someone local that crushes it, and so
that was actually something that the ABA brought in their first incarnation, was when they had their draft combine. If they had talent that was out of town and there was a club that was from that player's hometown, they would swap the picks just because it would bring more people into the game to watch them.
Yeah, makes total sense.
Mm-hmm.
Smart, very smart.
All right, man. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Because I think we pretty much nailed it all.
I think we covered everything. You know what? I might want to mention these sponsors.
Yeah,
for sure,
absolutely.
These nice, generous people that love us so much.
And that's something that that's really helping you guys out in the long run, man. Is because this is a grassroots thing. Both of you guys are from here, and it's not like you guys are millionaires that are just like Andrew said, that are just trying to like catch a buck. Like, you guys are here because you're trying to make this thing into something bigger than what it is right now.
Absolutely.
And trying to make a splash in a new league, man. So anything that we can do to help you out too, I'd love to sponsor it. I'd love to print the clothes, design the clothes, whatever we have to do, man.
For sure.
So the sponsors that you were talking about, man, is there any?
We're going to run them down. Sports Plus, that's our practice facility. Beeline Designs, that's Brian over there on the end.
Hey.
Hoop Veteran, that's me and Brian's venture. We've got Swain Consulting, Newtown Feed and Supply, Grandison Financial Consultings, Hudson and Creek Consulting, a lot of consulting here. We've got Scott's Barbecue and KinderCare Mainville. So we got some pretty decent.
Super dope. So like the.
Did I say Whole Again?
No.
Oh, Whole Again. That's a nonprofit. They're wonderful people. So can't not mention them.
Very cool. So and you guys are saying, like, when you go down to the games, you guys got like dollar refreshments and stuff. Yep. Is that sponsor, the food sponsor, does he have anything down there yet?
No, but he has come through for us for like when we did our training camp.
Catering
he would bring guys stuff. After a couple hours of working hard, he would come and take care of us really well. So
that's awesome, man. And those are things that are amazing to see because that means that he's doing it for the goodness of you guys, not for the goodness of himself, right? He's
Absolutely.
not going out there saying, "Hey, I'm gonna try to make $3,000 on this game today." He's coming out there to make sure that the boys are fed.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's my brother-in-law too. So
Hey,
he got caught.
yeah, he's stuck. He's guilty by association now.
Better take care of him though.
He's
Gotta
got
take
caught.
care of him.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome, man. All right, so there's if anybody wants to sponsor, they just get a hold of Brian. So Brian, what's your contact info if anybody wants to sponsor? Also, are you guys allowed to have alcohol at the games?
I'm not sure.
Are they selling? Because that would be a nice sponsor to get. You know, somebody that can.
Woodward.
No, it's a high school. No, we can't do that.
So
Okay.
That's sports.
Sports Plus.
Sports Plus, maybe. Yeah.
Sports Plus has a bar.
yeah, the bar. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's your answer. Yeah.
There you go. So pending, you might be able to get like a beer sponsor, a liquor sponsor, because that would be huge for somebody. Because we're not teaming up. We're trying to team up with somebody right now where we can create a native beer, and it's local to the city,
Right.
Where it's just a $2 or $3 beer. It's just going to
Right.
be like the new Hootapole, right? Like
Right.
something that's just the unofficial beer of Cincinnati.
Right. That would be cool.
Yeah, so we're
Good
working.
idea.
We're working on that right now. Where it'll be a $2 beer where you can get it anywhere, that'll carry it, obviously. But our goal is to make it cheap enough and good enough where everybody will carry it,
Right.
and that'll kind of play along the lines of expanding the brand. So,
We get some Warriors on the can. That'd be cool.
bro, that's key, man. A lot of these companies like Taft Brewery, like they do a lot of stuff where they're teaming up with companies, and I talked to them a couple of years ago about it, and they said, hey, like, I'm gonna be honest. What can you bring to the table? Because FC Cincinnati, we're gonna put their logo on the beer because it's gonna sell because of the name. So, like, what can you bring to the table? And at the time, I was like, native beer.
Right.
It'll be local to the city. And he's
Right.
like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Right,
no one
right,
knows who
right.
native is. So now we're at the point where, like, we've got some credibility. But,
Right.
that's one of those things where, you just gotta start learning how to cross the pass and bounce the ball, like, no pun intended in basketball, but bounce the ball inside the court where you guys are able to collaborate with other companies and
For
scratch
sure.
each other's backs without
Yeah, for sure.
stepping on toes, man. So yeah, dude, I'm all for it, man. As soon as you guys are able to get a beer rep, if it's the Sports of All Sorts or not Sports of All Sorts, Sports Plus.
Sports
Yeah.
Plus.
Sorry, I'm from Florence, bro. So that's like Sports of All
Sports of All
Sorts
Sorts,
is
yeah.
like that's always like embedded in my brain from high school, man. I used to
Yeah.
go there, the batting
Same.
cages and all that stuff.
Same. I spent a lot of time with the batting cages. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But all right, man. I guess this is gonna round up another episode of the PowWow.
For sure.
I'm gonna reiterate the handles real quick, man. So Facebook, all you gotta do is type in the Cincinnati Warriors, and these guys will pop up. On Twitter, it's at Warriors513, and on Instagram, it's Cincinnati Warriors. So if you guys have any questions, I'm sure you can just DM them right there. You can comment below if you want to. If you want to try out for these guys, if you think you have what it takes, I know I've got some friends that have been, playing basketball their entire lives, bro. I mean, they're obviously, I don't think they're as far off as you've been. Like, even when I first met you, like, I knew, like, right away, they were like, oh yeah, he used to be the whip at basketball, bro. Like that, there was just little whispers all around, man. I was
There
like,
was a
"Damn."
time.
There was a time. Yeah, now he's just this beautiful model, bro. Like he was. No offense, bro. You're beautiful. I know.
Good-looking dude, yeah.
I know you want to have that like that chiseled like hardcore attitude, bro. But like when I had you for that photo or the fashion show that we did, it's like I am onto it, bro. Like I got this, man. Like I got the team, bro. Like you made those clothes look so fly, bro. So
I appreciate it. That was a good time,
you
man.
know
We
what?
had fun, man.
Actually, that's funny too, because that was one of the first times that I cut the clothes up, man. I was cutting them up right there, and I cut the shit out of that shirt for you.
The white one. I got the picture, buddy.
Yeah, bro. So now I do it all the time with the clothes, and I'm just over there, not even paying attention to cutting them up now, man. So just you live and you learn, bro.
Cutting it up.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
Making it original.
I appreciate you guys. So we will have some tickets available here. How much is it to get into the games?
$10.
$10. Perfect.
Look at that.
$10.
That's not
not
bad
at all.
Plus
Yeah.
dollar refreshments, bro.
Kids are free.
That's right. $10. Kids are free.
Kids are
Hey.
free. That see, 12 or under. Is that what it is, or you just gotta?
Yeah, I think if you're grown, you got to pay.
Yeah, yeah.
You go on a mustache.
If you're on the phone on TikTok the whole time, you're probably gonna pay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Alright,
man.
sounds
So
good.
yeah, dude, I appreciate you guys coming in. We'll
No
tune
doubt.
in next week, and then we're gonna be giving away these tickets. We'll keep some of them here on deck if you guys.
For sure.
You know, we
let
can
them know
even
they can get down here and purchase them too. I'm sorry, purchase them down here. So let them know.
we can even set it up where we've got 12 tickets down here, and they can just maybe just Venmo Cincinnati Warriors or something, and then just give them tickets once they give us the verification that they paid. And we can do it that way, so you guys can take the money right away, and then we don't have to like have the transition of the money in the drawer, then coming to you guys. But whatever we can do to help you guys out, man, I'm here for it, dude.
Whatever it takes, man.
I've been a fan of you for a long time, man. You helped me out.
appreciate it.
You helped me out before I had a store, bro. So now it's time for us to
I
reciprocate.
appreciate it, man. I do.
All right, bro. All right, man. This is going to tune up for another episode of the PowWow. So we'll tune in next week. If you guys want to be interviewed, comment below or DM us. Every Tuesday, we're going to be interviewing a new local company. So, all right. Love you guys. We'll see you next week. We're out of here.
Appreciate you.
Later.
Later.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you so much.
May 7th, 7 p.m.
I hope you guys aren't late for anything, man.
Oh, no, sorry. We got practice NBA. It's payday, so they waiting for me.
I saw.